Hey, I'm Marcus and I'm playing Crusader Kings 3. Not in Angoulême this time, but rather at the capital of the Kingdom of Aragon. The large Kingdom of Aragon, only consisting of these two counties here, where he was currently visiting the king himself and his sister, of course, Beatrice, and hunted a little in the Pyrenees, and actually came back with a trophy, sold the trophy, got some coin for it, and now we're able to expand our county. Before I start doing anything, I would like to come back to a topic that I've scratched, I don't know, somewhere down episode 5 or 6, when we took over Guilhèm as a ruler. And that is his asexuality, right? I had a certain interpretation of it where I was like, okay, he does not like to engage in sex, and he generally doesn't feel that way. But apparently, a viewer messaged me and said, hey, there's more nuance to this, and maybe I should heed that. So he would still experience arousal like any other person. So the Canalitas mod is very okay doing that to him. I guess the only thing that they lack is giving me the option, I don't know, to jerk the gherkin, to masturbate furiously in the end. So that's a bit of a problem, I guess, in that case, because he receives stress on and on without having any kind of relief for it. But I found that interesting. So he would feel arousal like any other person, but he just doesn't have that kind of intrinsic sexual attraction to someone else. And that's what asexuality is about, right? So you have that, you have people that would be sex averse, or that even are repulsed by the idea of sex or having sex. And that on the other end of the spectrum, you have people that are indifferent to sex or even like the sex, but the keyword would be attraction here, right? They don't feel the attraction to someone else, but they would be okay with sex. So there's the kind of spectrum, and I hope I got it right this time, or at least right, as right as I can get it in a few words. And now, what kind of asexual would he be then? That's the interesting question, right? I mean, so far we have experienced that, of course, he does have sex, as is evident by the number of children that he has. And we've not been doing it proactively, I think, or very, very seldomly. But he's been doing it out of duty. I think for him, it's not on the aversion or repulsion side, but more like on the indifference side. Like, he can do it. He feels some stress while doing it because he doesn't feel the attraction, right? That's the main issue for him. But the sex is all right. He does not mind that too much. I guess that's all right for Guilhèm, in order to play him according to his sexuality. Let's see. But yeah, thanks for the viewer who sent me the message. Thank you very much appreciated. And other things. Observations I have made before we do anything else. I have noticed that, or doing it the other way around. If you remembered last episode, we went to Mont Saint-Michel, and on the way we met this guy who was like, "You are the Count of Angoulême, I love you, please take me with you." And we did, and came back with him. And married him off, and I found out that sadly he didn't survive the Court of Snakes. Died like immediately, I guess, after coming back to Angoulême. Yeah, I guess in the end, being compassionate is not a good trait to have when you are entering the Court of Snakes. As he did, and he suffered the consequences. I mean, by now, this court really would be notorious, infamous, and famous, like for several things. This is the meeting spot for nobles inside of Aquitaine, even beyond that, right? With the number of parties that we're hosting, and then considering the size of the court as well, like our court has currently 34 people in it. If you compare that to, let's say, the Duke's court, then he only has 8 courtiers. You can look in his little court here, and you can see how empty and sad it is. So, and he has weird people here. Like, he has guests. Like, that guy. He brings people to court that are, I don't know, destitute and just to have people around, I guess, because there's no one else. People would rather go to Angoulême, because that is the spot to be, as it's reflected also in development, right? Saintonge, the capital here, has a development of 12. We have a development of 18. So, yeah, Angoulême is the place, and Saintonge is not. So, yeah, and our guy here, Lothaire de Matta, he found out the hard way that the Court of Snakes is, not a kind of embellishment. This is exactly what happens here. I think right now we have, only 2 murder schemes currently going. Well, that's, we can do better than that, I think. But I guess everyone who's in that court for a long time would know exactly how to operate with other people, always putting up that, fake smile, while at the same time plotting someone else's demise. And that's pretty much what happens in Angoulême. Now, we're trying to enforce measures, having our wet nurse, Oremberger, who, by the way, is pretty much a part of the Court of Snakes, with her own schemes running and rivalries. We have entrusted her, I guess she's not the best person for this, maybe her ambition would lead her to it, to instill virtue into the kids by, I guess, reading from the Bible, all these kinds of things. And I just received a fake alarm on my phone. Okay, we have this app on our phone that in Germany, where we get these alarms from time to time. So if there was a catastrophe or something, we would be notified. That was a test, though. Anyways, where was I? So the Court of Snakes, we try to instill virtue. And that's about that. We hope it's getting better afterwards. I can already see that some of the children growing up start to get these virtues, like forgiving and compassionate and honest and so on. I know, maybe we're turning this from the Court of Snakes to the Court of Baby Snakes. We will see about that in the end. Other observations. I can actually put, or I could put Camilla in this position of, I guess I could just do this lady in waiting, because now her, husband is dead, she's widowed, and I guess she is not even, is that in here? Okay, she didn't like him. Alright. And yeah, that happened pretty quickly. That was not 1 year between her marrying him and then him dying, so... Yeah, Camilla here knows how to play the game at the Court of Snakes. Of course, she was raised in it, so she would know all the tricks and how to organize someone else's demise. So she's a lady in waiting again. I did see something interesting, and that is, if you look for the College of Cardinals, and you know that Gray has died last episode, the brother, and then we have tried to insert Henri, our bastard brother, into the picture. But I thought, he's not the best material for this. But would you look at that? He's currently at 662 influence. That's not that bad. We started out with something like 300 something. Of course, not enough to be the next Predictus, so to be eligible for the next open role of Cardinal. But he's getting there. He's still not very old. He's 38. Maybe by the time of 50 or so, he would be able to go there. And would you look at that? He is called Grand Inquisitor only of the Papal States, which is the title they give you when you're the spy master at the Pope's court. I think the Inquisition and stuff like that was not a thing of that time. That happened much later. part of the late Middle Ages at best. So yeah, that's not a thing, I think, back in the days. But it goes into that direction, and it kind of is evocative enough, right, to to say something about what Henri does. He's looking to put things in order at the Pope's court, and still his antiquarian, as we see, and that kind of thing. Going back to the College of Cardinals here, is giving him, as you can see down here, theocratic power plus 55. He has the Pope has a very high opinion of him, apparently. And still he's looking to, if he gets older, or when he gets older, he will get more points in there. He will gain piety, hopefully, along the way, so that will also be to his favor. So I'm still hoping that at some point he's actually going to become a cardinal. Right. I guess, again, which is just flavor. I don't think there's any point to it. I mean, obviously, if he continues, then he could potentially become Pope. That would be huge. Pope Henri. We'll select the name. That would be very interesting. Something else, if we zoom out, you can see that the Holy Roman Empire is huge. They've integrated Hungary. They've integrated Croatia and Bosnia and parts of Serbia. And they are, as you see here, that's modern day Romania here, right? They're even getting to the east here and clashing with the Byzantine Empire. So, wow, okay. They are actually, probably the most powerful force right now in the entire world. Well, I guess there are others, like our Almoravids here, and then you have the Persian Empire as well. The Fatimids are also kind of going strong, even though currently it doesn't look that good for them. But they are, does look good maybe, because they're waging a war. Oh no, that's a dissolution war. But I think somewhere down here I saw a war. Yeah, I picked the wrong person here, because that is, there we go. That is the Caliph, and he's doing well. And he is currently waging war with the Byzantine Empire, so they get this kind of, they're squeezed now between two mighty rivals, the Byzantines. So let's see where this is going long term. Again, we are in France, and we are still looking to expand to the south in Iberia, become the major player in Iberia, actually, does France. While at the same time, feeling the pressure from the north and the east. So waging war against the empire, waging war against England. So losing up here, gaining down here. I think that's the kind of trajectory currently. Interesting. We will see where that goes. I do have some stuff that I want to do with courtiers. I did see that our son Raymond Berenguer and current heir does have 5 sons. Okay, so that's, I've seen that a lot, right? So you have guys like, let's say for example Ferrand here, 3 kids, all girls, and then you have guys like our son, 5 kids, all boys. So it's either one way or the other. I don't think that's a kind of design thing. I think that's really just randomness and chance. But we have lots of sons. That's actually good for us. And I think I would like to help our son by saying, hey, send your firstborn to my court and I will take care of him. We're currently in the area, so that's something we could integrate into the roleplay here. There we go, he's allowing for it, and then Estève here will become our guardian, which is better for him because he is into diplomacy and he's currently learning with his father, and he is not a diplomat by trade. Okay, there we go. Something else I wanted to do. Oh, right, I did see something, and that is our bastard sister Penelope, who's been like tossed around between husbands, now has found the husband that she actually wanted, and that is Hugues de Lusignan. Right? They are being soulmates. She loves him very much. They already have a child together. And I guess, yeah, that does work out to a degree. I guess the honesty, like someone who is unapologetically a coward, I guess, or being harmless. And I did see their son. If I like to invite him to our court, I can actually do that. So now, why would I do that? Obviously, he's not a guy that we would prefer to have at our court for any reason. But then we like to have Penelope. She's great at what she does. Like, she can do several things. For example, being a court antiquarian. And then we get the first son of our Hugues. That is him here, Hugues without an H. And Hugues without an H, as you can see, does have the great pox. So he's done some naughty things, probably. Yeah, he would get all these claims from Hugues. That's actually that's where his worth lies. He has all of these claims. And I think, yeah, we can get all of them to our court this way. He should not be around people anymore, right? With his great pox and everything. We'll just make him a monk, send him away, and then that boy here, Hugues, he will get all of the claims, right? Once Hugues is passing away, and then we can see what we can do with him. That's a very Taillefer move to do. Shape people at your court, put them in powerful positions when you can. So we're totally going to do that. Coming to marriages. Oh yeah, I did see something very interesting for an option for our nephew, Folk, the giant, son of Robert. And put it this way, it's probably easier that way. Or, well, not easy if there's too many of them. There we go. Is that the correct... Oh yeah, there we go. The House Umayyad does have not that many members, okay. But that is the original, the Umayyads, the people that ruled Al-Andalus and so on, right? So that part of Iberia here. And he is currently a wanderer here, but obviously, right, they are significant. This is a dynasty that has been around that part for ages. And obviously we are going into Spain right now, so wouldn't it be great to align our family with actual rulers of that place? I think that would be a very, very good idea. And yeah, so, and she's also tall, right? And pretty. So I think this would be a very good arrangement. And the two of them marry. As you can see, they are actually Christian, so there's no trouble there. And yeah, I think this will be great. I think even once she's at court and stuff, I could send them to Barcelona probably. Again, to help Ramon Berenguer with ruling his land. That could be something that we do. And then, oh yeah, I did see something else. And that is, when you look at the current King of England, we have William the Red, of course. He's in poor health. So he's ailing. He's going to die sometime. But he has a son that died of consumption. And then his son would, weirdly, the name is Deacon. Don't know what that name is. So Deacon, right? Or something like that. So he is the heir to the Kingdom of England. But he has a second son, Amor, probably. And Amor has, is the heir to the Kingdom of Wales, because that is now part of England here. And he's currently just hanging out here, Pembrokeshire. So, yeah, we are kind of distantly related to him. Actually, I've counted it, and maybe we can do that together because it's always such fun. If we go back to his father, that's one link. Then we go to his father, that's 2 links. to his mother Eleva, that's 3 links. Then to her sister Beatrix, that's 4 links. And her daughter Kündo, that's 5 links. And then us, 6 links. And 7 links would be our children. So this works. And I was thinking, hey, how about we arrange a marriage between Beatrix and Prince Aimaux? Maybe he would even have contacted us because he's just hanging around. Right? Probably has some kind of differences with his father. We are a distant relative of his. So maybe that's how that would have happened. And now we look for this kind of connection here. Yeah, again, which would totally fit what we have been doing all the time. And that is putting Taillefers in prominent positions. There we go. Right, and that is what I wanted to do before starting. So, yeah, I guess we can go back to Aragon. We've just been hanging out with the king. I guess there's not much else to do here. We have just been on a hunting trip, but I guess we could stay just for a little while. Alright, there we go. He has agreed, and now she is traveling to a court. I hope she doesn't have to travel too far. No, that's okay. And there we go. Hugues de Lusignan, the other Hugues de Lusignan, Penelope and Hugues de Lusignan are coming to our court. Let's see how they will do. In the... oh yeah, there we go. Happy to educate my son. Yeah, let's see how they will do in the Court of Snakes. Anything else? I guess they would tell me now that I could wage wars, yeah, for Hugues' claims. We will get back to that later, and if you want to do that. For now, I guess we could leave the realm. Say goodbye. Thanks for everything. Stayed around a month, I think. So that's fine. What the hell is this? What? Hey! King Hugues the Oathbreaker. Your crimes against me are reprehensible. What have I done to you, sir? Okay. I guess he would be down here because he's waging war here, and for whatever reason, he thinks that Guilhèm is, I guess, part of his problems. He has lots of problems. He fights on many frontiers. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do that then. He'll have to meet the Spear of Angoulême if he, provokes us that way. Stalking around each other. Fight is till first blood, and I am the fastest blade in Angoulême. In battle, I'm an artist. Every strike is a brush stroke. Every fallen foe, a gout of blood, a splash of paint. As I brandish my spear, switching seamlessly between flourish and strike, I paint a picture of agony across my foe. Hugues tries, hesitantly, to launch a thrusting jab at me, but the blow is easily swatted away. My form is good, with only small errors, and Hugues' stance is failing. Haha. I need to consolidate my victory. What do we have here? Your expert knowledge of the local terrain stands you in good stead. Well, yeah, we are in the mountains here, and that is my domain. There you go. So going to knock this guy out. The rocky landscape we fight in is hazardous. Either of us could trip and fall to our death, and a violent shove here is as dangerous as a sword point. I take great delight in demonstrating this to Hugues time and again. Hugues stays shocked still, seemingly hoping I'll just throw down my spear. My form is excellent, and his stance is a disaster. Well, he's going to meet the blade again, I think. And there he is. I fight like water flows, flexible but inevitable. Hugues tries to keep me at bay with careful thrusting jabs. Clever for a little while, but foolish in the long run, as it gives me control over the pacing of our bout. Eventually, I'm able to parry one hard enough to tear the spear from his grasp. The weapon sails beautifully through the air, leaving just me, Hugues, and my spear. The yield comes as soon as I move my arm. Yeah, that was dumb of him. And I guess that kind of solves it. At least I hope so. We get some experience. Yeah, just a little. I guess we're not going to advance in this. Okay, that was weird. Did not see that coming. Well, at least he is not wounded anymore. And he doesn't hold it against us, I see. Okay. Okay. Oh, we prayed at a local shrine. Nice. We're partly treating this as some kind of religious thing, right? We stop at every kind of shrine. This is part of his religious performance. There is obviously some authentic truth in that, but as I told you before, there's no such thing as distinguishing one or the other. It's all performance is a good thing. Performance is viewed as being authentic. Well, in a kind of modern sense. And we're doing this because we've been taking lots and lots of coin from the Pope and justifying that with, doing things for the good of the church. And I think we have to act the part now at all times, just to keep up with it. And I think, by the way, I could try when I go back to not take this route here and go, through here, as we do see that would... how about like this now? Jesus Christ. Well, I guess there is an 18% chance of danger here, but we're quicker that way. So, yeah, let's do it that way. Oh, but this is also 11%, 7%. Oh, come on, what's a little danger when we get back home faster? Alright, we are moving through the Pyrenees Mountains. And we're visiting Shindoki. That's an interesting name. Difficult for the pilgrims traveling the land not to notice its striking snow-covered peak. Rising prominently and suddenly, Shindoki has embodied the majesty and mysterious beauty of these lands long before man ever set eyes on it. Okay. I guess the name is Basque. Sounds very Basque to me. At the foot of a particularly imposing hill fort in Navarra, a group of children play at warriors, their laughter a counterpoint to the solemnity of the stone. One child, bold and bright-eyed, approaches with a wooden sword. Uh-oh. Those wooden swords. "Halt! No one may pass the fort of Nuno and his charming band," the child exclaims gleefully. "Oh, wait. Are you a count?" "Mm-hmm. That's right. Now go tell your village about me. Tell us the quickest way through the mountains. Draw your weapon and scare the children off, okay? Cherish your games, child. We must leave." I think he's not in the worst of moods. He has no stress, and he's just defeated the king in a one-on-one. I think he will go lightly on the children. So either this one or that one. No, or that one, I think. Yeah, I guess why not? They help us through the mountains, so we get on better. "Ravine!" I hear Mariona shout out in panic. Soon thereafter, I hear a loud cracking sound, like that of wood breaking off, my patience finally snapping. It's the wagon wheel. Yeah, I guess we will have to wait then. Ah, okay. Yeah, of course. Someone is plotting to kill Roger. As usual. I think he's used to it by now. Yeah, I guess they're getting nowhere. Aerial assault. While traversing the rugged mountains of Vizcaya, your party inadvertently disturbs a nesting site. Suddenly the sky darkens as a flurry of furious birds of prey descend upon you. Their sharp talons ready to protect their offspring. Audouin, who was leading the way, is the first to notice the danger. He shouts a warning, pointing to the swooping birds. The Basque region is known for its diverse bird life, but this encounter is more than you bargained for. These are not mere songbirds, but formidable raptors, and their nests are protected by the local populace due to their cultural significance. You can attempt to scare them away, but that might harm the birds or their eggs. Alternatively, you could try to protect your party and wait for the birds to calm down. It's a delicate situation, and the wrong move could lead to injury or further escalation. Yeah, I guess we could scare them off. Oh, this is actually great. yeah, why don't we turn to Mariona and ask her for a solution? There we go. This even gave us a little trinket here. A Basque falcon feather. Let's keep it for now. Not in desperate need of money. There we are. What's happening here? Landless adventurer being there. We are traversing Béarn and Labour. Seems that... oh, I'm pausing here. Seems that, yeah. He is dead. Oh, right. Centaur the Young is dead. Okay, and now his daughter here has taken over. Okay. And who's the other one? Oh, that's her. She is... Alright, also the... Alright, she was the daughter. Okay, I get it now. So, other leader who we've trying to get a bit smoochy with is not... is dead. What was I saying here? Okay, whom do I put in this position? And right now I have an idea. Is that what we need is a spy master that's not involved in any of this. And I think the best person right now would be our newcomer, Albira. I mean, oh. Okay. Well, she doesn't like her husband. Okay. Yeah, alright. So that's a bad idea. Yeah, scrap that. I mean, we have Aremberger, who would probably gladly like to do it, but as you can see, she's going to kill people in that position. I mean, I was thinking about moving Folk to Barcelona anyway. I think that would leave her at my court, wouldn't it? Okay, whom else could I put here? Sora... No, that's not a good option, right? I do want to put a woman in this position usually. But I think that is not going to work. Ordwin. He is someone who does not have enemies at court, apparently. And I can trust him. I do trust Ordwin. So let's put him in this position. Now he's responsible for this. That also means we do need a new Karen master. Yeah, but for that we have Rimbaud. That's very good. There we go. He's even excellent at this. Good stuff. I guess we don't need that currently. Yeah, maybe you can improve his skills even further. That's not a bad thing. Oh yeah, by the way, I guess I could have Penelope in that position again because she was good at it. The rest I will do when I'm at home. Because I'm still traveling. Traveling back to my home. The Shrine of Saint Dominique. As you traverse the dense forests of Gascogne, you come across a small, well-tended shrine dedicated to Saint Dominique, the revered Gascon saint. The peaceful atmosphere of the shrine is welcomed respite from the long journey. A local priest, Baudouis, greets you warmly and offers to share the story of Saint Dominique's life and influence in Gascogne. All right. Yeah, I guess usually I'll just say, okay. But we do want to appear like a very religious man. So we pay our respects and we are actually enlightened. Good. Oh, as we travel through the outskirts of Marsan, we suddenly see a jovial man in the distance, jumping, dancing, singing to himself. He seems like quite the character. Would you like to hear some of me songs about Hugues the swine of the French court? He yells at us as soon as we get within shouting distance. Before we have any time to answer, he starts singing a merry tune about the depravities of King Hugues. Ooh, that's a bit extreme. I think I had this before, and I guess the whole way this encounter is framed is a bit not very believable. Like you wouldn't have, I guess, if that region was already turning against the king here, and he would be very unpopular. and stuff. That could happen. But in any other scenario, that guy shouting those words to a noble coming his way is asking to be killed. So, yeah. I guess in this case, though, we've just been openly, challenged by the king. We beat him, of course. But, yeah, maybe there's more to this. And maybe in this case, we will allow him to say what he says, and we will ask him actually to tell us more about the king. I think we didn't learn a secret that way, didn't we? Nope. Okay. Well. Can we do anything with him? No, can't invite him to the court. Okay. Here we go. Oh, the king has been captured by the empire. We have a wayside shrine. I think we would spend several days in prayer. Again, performatively. So I guess this war is going to be over in a moment. And that is... what's that again? Tributary. Oh, wow. There we go. A mind to mold. He has arrived in Angoulême, has Estef. Yeah, I guess we'll have a look into him now once we return. Oh, what is this? Parts of the road in Blay are covered with wooden planks, as is common in some places to make travel easier. Yes, definitely. However, it should be no surprise that this wood is oftentimes subject to theft, particularly in more rural areas. As it so happened, we encountered a party of ruffians trying to take these wooden planks. They tried to make off with the wood as soon as we approached. I could get after them, I guess. It's not our problem to deal with. No, I think that is kind of our noble responsibility. We catch the thieves. There we go. Okay. Back inside. Now, let's have a look into what happened while we were gone. Yeah, there is Estef, who is now our responsibility. Can we actually... I think he should be someone who should be ambitious. We want that. He is going to be the heir at some point, or already the heir of his father, right? And also our heir by proxy. So yeah, we want him to be an ambitious little boy. Anything else? Yeah, now I guess we do have the newcomers at our court. Let's just look into everyone that's currently here. So this is our court, and we have Hugues de Lusignan. Right, okay. So, he is at our court, and we don't want him actually to be the heir of his father's claims. Not the right person in our mind to do that. Him going to the convent is a much better option. Now, there's Hugues. Not really sure if I could allow him to do something at court. Although I guess he would not be bad as a tutor or anything. But yeah, I'm not about to open up a position for him. And I guess a position like a tutor or anything, or a personal physician, that would be beneath him. We're not going to insult him that way. That is not what he is deserving. I am thinking about maybe even we could go and press one of his claims. Aunis here would be interesting. Count Lucas here is not going anywhere. Well, he does have a wife now, and she is pregnant, so maybe he will get a son who would inherit. But, he's of no use to us. We have no connection to him. He's a low noble still. He's an up-and-comer. So maybe having Hugues in here would be good for us. Just wait until the firstborn. His firstborn is a monk. There we go. I'm sure you will serve God well. We can lash out if we want, okay. There you go. That's my boy. Good of him. Good for him. Evil opportunist. That's what we are. Evil opportunists. The lot of us. Oh, a lesson in lucre. My grandson is deaf, has just finished a lesson held by Sora on the management of the treasury and the gold therein. But it seems that only the bits mentioning gold have stuck. Now he's levying small taxes from all the servants he can chase down, much to their collective annoyance. You've not learned anything. The lesson was about fairness. Now, do we allow him to become greedy? Which is, I guess, not a diplomatic thing to do. And the other option would be to ask him to be a just person. I guess both things would make sense from our point of view. Like this would go more into the evil opportunist side, right? But this would go into the ambitious, honest side that we have. So in that case, I would just roll the die. So 1 to 3 is the first one, 4 to 6 is the latter. It's a 6. He is becoming just. That's cool. That's a different trait that we haven't had so far. And we'll see what he does with that. By the way, whom else do we have at the court here? Did I miss anything while I was gone? Let's check for... Alright, I can only remove guardians because I already have 2. Does she have 2 guardians? Yeah, she also has 2 guardians. I want to see children who lack a guardian. She does not lack a guardian. He doesn't either, but he is... Yeah. I don't want the boy to be a guardian. But rather... Yeah, I guess he's going into that stewardship direction. That's fine. And have him learn... Yeah, maybe from Folk. Or maybe from Rimbaud. No, I'm going with Focus, alright. Become Occitan. No, we like the Normans to remain Normans, I think. There we go. Then he does not have a guardian, but then he is still 5. So that's all fine. I guess we have everyone else covered. Yeah. So this has happened now. It is November. That's not probably the time to start a war proper. Although we expect this to be over soon. He is allied though. He's allied to the Duke of Organia. As we do see, he has no means to get back at us. Oh, he does have, however, a garrison of 569. We don't have that much. That means we can't do this alone and we have to bring someone else into this. Yeah. I guess you would just expect a quick fight and then it's just a long siege, probably. And we don't have to do that ourselves. Someone else can do that. So, here we go. Hugues claims for the county of Aunis. Yes, that's good. I mean, should I do this or should I wait and do something else? He obviously has other claims. Montaigu, Tual. But then I don't think you want to meddle with the stuff up there. That is... Who is her heir? It is a Lusignan. Okay, so there's not much to gain there anyway. To do for this house. They will have all the lands around actual Lusignan. So there we go. But his heir still would be... no, that's not him. His heir then still would be his son, our nephew. Right? And we would have a ruler for Penelope here. Gives us more renown. Makes her secure. So, yeah, go with it. There we go. Yeah, I do these things personally. At least until the siege. Now, we can call an ally to war. That is... let me just check. Is he at war currently? He's not. He has pikemen. Do we have someone here who actually does have He has mangonels. So, oh, yeah, we pay a lot of prestige for this, but we can do it. That's no problem for us. But he has mangonels, so that means we will get there faster. I could call the sun, but I don't want him to engage with this. Is he in a war currently? No. He just has pikemen. Yeah, I mean, Champagne, but they are attacking someone else, so I can't go with them. And then maybe just Carcassone too, just for good measure. There we go. There we are. So, we're reshaping the map once more. Excellent. Yeah, I guess we'll meet him here on the battlefield. Is there anything else I can do? I guess I could ask the wife to support the efforts. There you go. Now he's like, uh-oh. He thought he could come for us, but now he thinks that was a bad idea. I guess we could look for him here. Because that is not on his turf, and then we have even more. Or he would still be defending in hills, but we are actually good at fighting in the hills, aren't we? Rough terrain expert and so. Yeah. This is going down smoothly. As the battle progresses, I take some time to sit back from the combat and observe my forces and the tactical decisions I may need to make to ensure victory. During my time observing the army's strategic potential, I notice a handful of fighters from my own levies making significant progress on the flank of the enemy's charge. One individual particularly catches my eye, as I watch them single-handedly take down 4 opponents on their own. Looking left to right, I observe the rest of my army and ponder the thought that I may need new fresh blood for my ranks at some point. As I glance over at the young soldier fighting boldly, I wonder if maybe I should consider their skill as a fighter. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Not just because we need knights, we probably don't at this point. But this is someone who has distinguished himself, so yeah, he is welcome. There we go, Rimbaud de Poissy. Good guy. Likely to die. At the Court of Snakes. Oh, what do we have here? After a brief engagement with a warrior in the opposing army, it is clear to the two of us that I am the more proficient fighter. After locking weapons, I managed to slash across his face and cut deeply across one of his eye sockets, blood rushing out. The soldier falls to the ground, terrified, before scrambling around to desperately pick up his weapon. Before I can do anything though, I stamp my axe, I have a spear, into the back of his hand. I stamp my axe and then, okay, pinning his arm onto the dirt beneath our feet. Enough, I yield, cries the soldier as I take few steps forwards. I pull the sword from his hand. Yeah, I guess when it comes to battle and he's in the battle, he will just, yeah, he will go for the kill. Oh, well, he manages to escape. Good for him, I guess. Alright, there we are. Oh, and the battle is already over because we have actually seized Count Lucas. That was the best possible outcome, actually. There we go. Gate 8 trained experience in bow, Hastiluda. Okay. Yep. Captured. Oh, yeah, that's the same thing. Duke Hubert has been excommunicated. That's Flanders. Anyways, yeah, I will just end this here. And that's about that. Alright, yeah. Now she's gone again. That's it. As you do see, point to more renown. Now that he's here and he's also allied to us now. That's precisely what we do all the time. Yeah, was a good battle. Njord. What kind of name is that? Can we petition? It's not the king, by the way, but that's the name of the button. Okay. Yeah, and so we're back. Did this work out, by the way? Yes, it did. Good. What else is new? Do we have someone for this? It's already the brewmaster. How about the knight situation? I guess I can just maybe put it to 1. There we go. Education for the children. Roger, yeah, of course. Do we have a successor here? Naturally, no. Rimbaud, yes. Other Rimbaud. That's a bit of... maybe rename him? That's something I wouldn't do, right? That would not be a roleplay thing. That would just be for me to be able to distinguish them. There's our folk nephew, whom I was thinking about sending to Barcelona, because there's not much we can do with him, right? Oh, there we look. We're not irritable anymore. Keep switching back and forth. Sometimes he's very angry, sometimes he's not. I guess that's realistic. Better than being a lifelong angry person and never really come back from it. So, do I want that? Do I want the both of them out of my court and in Barcelona? Does he have knights? Oh yes, he has knights. Okay. Oh, he has French cavalry. Okay, in that case, he probably doesn't need more knights. There we go. Fresond is temperate. By the way, I have looked into this, and I think this is a bug. I've switched characters in between plays. That's not the game, obviously, I saved. But when I did, immediately the heir was her son. So I think this is a bug. The game is showing us this, but it's not true. I guess, do we have a look at the... Yeah, if we click on line of succession here, you would see that it's quite normal. Her son would inherit this. So we could actually do this. Have Rosalind here take over. Yeah, the problem is she has allies. I guess Duke Centaur would not be able to intervene because we are both his vassals. Basile of Berry, yeah, he's inconsequential. But she has 650 guys, right? And that's horsemen. That's not heavy, but light infantry, light cavalry. But she has 240 gold, and that would buy her mercenaries. Good ones, I reckon. What is that? Resettlement after Lake Drive. Okay, yeah, inconsequential. So maybe, I guess she's not able to spend that money currently. That's quite a predicament. I guess she's still in fine health. After all, we can wait it out a little. See if at some point she loses some money, and then we can go for it. Or we could wait until our allies are not in wars anymore. No, look at her becoming honest. That's good. We like that. Being honest is always good. How is our son doing, Fulkeen? There he is. Doing well. Oh, yeah. Oh. He is having a grand wedding with her. Yikes. Looks like a shot put athlete from the GDR in the 80s. Ilsa here. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably do this. I don't have to do that now. It's 8 months until this is starting. So... Enter seclusion. No. Why could I enter this? Oh, what do we have here? Felicie de Lusignan, a noblewoman from Albi that is plotting to kill my friend Charles, the cloistered fiend. There we go. Yeah. Plotting from outside the Court of Snakes is not as good as doing it from the inside. Some words of wisdom. Instilling virtue. Yeah. Do I need a Master of the Hunt, by the way? Could do a little hunting at some point, right? No one here for that position. Uh-oh. Things were quiet at tonight's family feast for a time. Then, my wife got so drunk, she made a complete fool of herself. One drink after another until she was stumbling all over the great hall, shouting at the rest of the family to join in on the merriment despite their awkward stares. She pawed at the servants, fell down several times, and finally had to be carried from the hall by several other family members, while she screamed at them to release her. This isn't new behavior for Brunhild, it's true, but to do this at a gathering, she must be under a great deal of stress. Whatever the cause, the mood in the Great Hall was severely dampened. The family will have something to gossip about for months, I'm certain. I'm gaining stress. I hope the party here will help me relieve some of it. Yeah. Oh yeah, Estef can... By the way, Estef, that's a weird name. That's not a dynastic name. Maybe we can add one. Maybe that's something we can do with the naming. Adding names to the already existing ones, like him being Raymond Berenguer. So he could be like Fulk Estef. We'll see about that. For now, we are waiting until... Oh. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. And its consumption. Ay. Well, you go control the plague. I guess there's nothing we can do but to wait it out. But now I'm thinking, do I really want to join here? And I'm called to war anyway. Honor our alliance and join me in the Champagne de jure war for the county of Provence. He is attacking Duke Giobata of Lombardy. Okay. There he is. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. What's the situation? Yeah. I think this will be, or should be, an easy one. I guess I will support him. What do we have here? Court of War. Yeah. So I accept. And I will raise the army. But I will not do it personally. I will let Robert join them. Oh yeah, and they have to go away from here. Not doing the same thing that the AI always does. Not running straight through the plague area. That's not a clever thing to do. Let's just hope that this is not spreading into our lands. Nothing much we can do about it now. No. Yeah. I guess I can't do anything other than the current prevention because it's not in our lands. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now it is in Saint-Junien. Okay. Oh, by the way. No, it's... Ay. Maybe go that direction then. There we go. Leave the area. Don't want any of you sick. This is starting in 5 months. I will have a look into the situation then. But for now, I guess we... Ooh. I'm not able to... I should be able to seclude. I don't know. Well, that's seclusion for myself. I don't want to do that. Well, the dim flickering light of Mariona's infirmary illuminates the scene as the physician lays out a plan of attack. Those afflicted by French coughs are racked with a bloody cough like I've never seen before. My recommendation as a professional is that we take a light approach to prevent the spread. After all, we do not wish to hurt the economy. Ultimately, the exact strategy for preventing the spread of this plague is mine to make. Yeah, okay. I will heed her advice. Yeah, if it's going that direction, I'm fine with it. What's the percentage? Oh, 48%. But now it should be less. No, it's still 48%. Alright. Yeah, okay, we're far away from it now. Meeting up with them here. And now we do see that it's actually in Saint-Tong. That's such a misfortune for our good Duke. And I think that settles it. Unless this is also spreading here and he is ill anyway. But then he can't attend, I think. But no, we're not going to attend a wedding in a plague zone. Not gonna happen. Spread, still spreading. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Yeah. To see it, there's this kind of area here. Oh, he is now considered to be a patriarch. Yes, I think that makes sense. Maybe not in the kind of loving family patriarch kind of way, but more like a patriarch that cares for his family being in good positions, like he has shown before. Alright, I guess I could just go straight for him here. So I think we're good. I think our whole... It's not that much, right? Why is it just 17? Army requisitions. Ah, okay. Epidemic personal control plagues. Okay. He died of old age. Okay, I thought he would be dying from... okay, Ostor or Cognac. Okay. Well, I guess he's going to die, but for the time being, he can go and, yeah, be our steward. No problems with that at all, sir. Might even sway him a little, giving a better opinion of us. Well, we have learned to compromise when it comes to that. Alright. It's a long way, but we're coming for you. We are coming for you. There's no plague here, by the way, right? Yeah. Oh, got lucky. Got really, really lucky with this one. Alright. Instilling virtue in Arnaud de Lusignan. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, we could make the army faster. That would help. Catching them. And we would have the ability to promote a commander. Tersan Duzes. He's a bit stupid, is he? I mean, we wouldn't mind to have that in a knight. That's totally fine. But I guess he's just not good enough. So, very sorry about this. Ah, there we go. And that was it. And for whatever reason, our army is cloned now. What happened here? Oh my god. Oh, better do that. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we're not going there. Very sorry about this, but I will politely decline the invitation. Yeah. Don't want to get sick. Yeah, we're currently losing development. Yeah, of course. Vulnerable to plague. Could put Robert here. Yeah, get back to assist ruler. Oh! Duke Henri's claim on the Kingdom of France. He is doing this while he is having... and now it's cancelled. Yeah, of course, now it's cancelled. That was a stupid move, mate. Who is Duke Henri? That is Duke Henri of Burgundy, House Bourgogne. Okay. Oh. And he has a large backing. So I guess, yeah, that made sense for him. He was like, yeah, we have the momentum here. And, but I guess in the end we will remain neutral. Or do we just go for it because he pissed us off? But then again, he also made sure that our son got his birthright, right? His claim. I think we remain neutral in this one. Oh! I'm considered an oathbreaker now. Oh, okay. Not an oathbreaker in the coronation thing sense. I think he's okay with it, though. Okay. But rather, we should follow our liege into war. I did not think about that before. Yeah. We should have helped him. Yeah. Don't come here with your cuffs. Leave. Of course, he's running straight through it like he would. Yeah, I mean, ambitious and brave and stuff. He would go for something like this. Probably thinking that the king has become too powerful. Wants a king that is compliant, not bothering the nobles. And that's probably what happens here. He has some of his... Let me check who's in here. Yeah, but just some people. Whereas he has... Who's here? There you go. Yeah, several nobles on his side. Yeah, I guess this is happening too. Oh, our keep was built. That's great. Your nature is recognized. You gain the most devout life of Count Guilhèm. Ah. And I'm best friends now with William. Alright. Okay. Okay. Yeah, still thinking about this. Look at that. 350 coin. I hope she will invest this into upgrading her castle. And then losing some of that money. And that would be the time to strike. Because right now she could have a massive army of mercenaries. Oh yeah, now I can do the isolate capital thing. Okay, I wasn't able to do that before. But then, yeah, we luckily don't need that. Really lucky there. What else do we have? Saxon boils. I guess they will be bad for everyone. The Teutonic Order has been established by Siponto, in Siponto, by King Roger II. Yeah, of course. The Teutonic Order, famous for operating from Sicily. That was irony. Yeah. Oh, I guess we still have army plundering, yeah, because all of these guys are running through our lands. But this will go away soon in May. That as well. And yeah, vulnerable to plagues. I guess we'll have that for a while now. For the time being, she should still control plagues, like this all around us. Oh, look at that. Now it's bigger. Bigger than yours. Hehe. Anyways. Could I actually upgrade this to level 3 now? Yes, I could. Oh, that would be grand. I actually would do that, I think. 187. Because we still have the building materials. Now it's less building materials, but still enough to significantly lessen the cost. So we'll just, I guess, wait for the coin. Yeah, don't need those. Jesus Christ. Otto's Adventurer Invasion of Zamora. Huh? Oh, there we go. He is now the Duke of Cornwall, while still being the king, the heir to the Kingdom of Wales. That's good stuff. Good stuff. I hope she doesn't come of age anytime soon, though. But she does. Because she will travel right through this. No. You stand there helplessly as you watch your people die. Oh, there we go. My niece's training has come to an end, and it appears Unia has done well. Too well, according to those who believe it. Too unladylike for a woman to take up arms and command armies. To her credit, Unia doesn't appear to care, and most of the soldiers here in Angoulême seem to have begrudgingly accepted that she is skilled enough to be considered their equal. Oh yes, she is. Would you look at her? Yeah, good for her. Worthy commander. There you go. This character has proven themselves worthy of leading armies regardless of their society's attitude about gender. Wow. Could she be a knight, though? Yes, she could. Well, in that case, there you go. You will be a knight, Unia. Great. Yep, quite pleased with herself. I think she's also very, very tall, is she? There you go. Yep. Already scratching the 2-meter mark. And I guess still not fully grown. So yeah, obviously that's Robert's offspring. Folk and Unia. I guess having her marry would now be a bit weird, right? I guess I could ask her to join a holy order. No longer master of the hunt. Why is that? I've been a great master of the hunt. Probably. Yeah, I guess he's ill now, the mayor. The Yalu have fled their homeland of Manchuria after the Chinese Jin dynasty has begun conquering the region. Dejong is an 8th generation descendant of Emperor Taizu of Liao. Will that help him to build a new empire in Central Asia? Who knows? And judging from Guilhèm's point of view, who cares? Finished reading the latest letter from my steward and smiled. He seems to have warmed to me at last. While this is a success, I'm tempted to use this opportunity to get even closer. Yeah, okay. I'm good at this. He appreciates the effort, but I guess he's going to die on us. Don't get used to him. I mean, he's great. Great steward. Really good at it. Okay. Increased control. Yeah, now you can wave your sword in the air again. As you would. Alright, how's the murder situation? I guess his one is getting to a difficult area at some point, so I hope we will catch yeah, probably Athenais or Roger doing it. What else do we know about people? We know that Arostan here is a sodomite. Huh. Know that... Yeah, of course, he murdered Basile. Still not getting over this. And I hope this is a son. Because I have not done the whole save the House of Limoges thing for you to, yeah, only have daughters. That is Prince Archbishop Fernando. Okay. I have heard good things about you, and I'm interested in starting a written conversation. I hope that this letter finds you willing, for I'm awaiting your swift reply. Okay. Yeah, sure. I can exchange letters. Don't know what to talk about, though, with that guy. Oh! That's not good. Taken prisoner, why? Oh, God. Now they're really going for it. Now they're driving the Pope out of Orbitello as well. So he'll have to go to Benevent. Hey. This whole de jure thing, it's not working for me, I think. The papacy, or this Duchy of Latium here, that should not be a de jure part of the Holy Roman Empire. That's just not right. That shouldn't be the case. Because it obviously is an incentive to just conquer him. And yeah, as we know from history, nobody really would have dared that. You would have armies coming to Rome and sack it and besiege it and so on and stay there. But yeah, you would take that away from the Pope under normal circumstances. Thank you for your swift response. Looking forward to our correspondence. Please, I implore you, pick the first subject. War stories. I don't think you would be interested in those. Sugary treats. I guess we're on this. We have a sweet tooth, but that's the only options that we have. Okay. I guess. Then we talk about the sweets. Why not? Sweets for my sweet. Anything else we can do right now? I guess wait this out. Yeah, I guess he's lucky now. Oh, and he's married someone else. Jimena. Infanta Mencia. Alright. The daughter of King Fernando of Castile. Greatly misjudged me. This is almost always not working out for me. I think the game expects you to use the 50 gold thing. I'm not going to use 50 gold. That's my hard-earned coin. Not giving that to a random person via mail. Yeah, of course, Countess Lamarche. But she still has her money. Hey. Count Iluit has been excommunicated of Rennes. Okay, that's not our concern. Lots and lots of wars. Castilian clash against Malikat of Shenshire. Holy War for Alsace. That's still going. English claim on Duchy of Flanders. Otto's adventure. And then a dissolution war. Against Castile. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's time to become angry again. Can't just... Come on. Do it. There you go, you stupid little 3-year-old child. There you go. Yeah, he's pleased with himself. He has shown that child. Oh! Yeah, you can do it again. I know by this time I'm cheesing this option, but we can go for it. And as you do see, the Pope, even though we've done it so many times now, he's receptive to it. He will nurture us, because probably we did do well for him. We joined the crusade, we built monasteries, did all these things, so yeah, okay. Ask for the gold. We told him that we do this all for the Battle of Angoulême, and that would be right. We're not using this coin for ourselves. Instead, we are going to upgrade here. Yeah, you can ask for claims. Yeah, I guess I'm alright. give me the Kingdom of Germany. Anyways, still third in line here for the County of Ö. I guess that's not going to change. And he will probably die soon, yeah, being a lapper. And then she will inherit, and then her son. Yeah, and I think he's not that ruthless to go and murder the both of them. Oh, my friend has died. No. By the way, is he still considered... Yeah, he is. He's at 707 right now. I hope he will be released. Can I pay the ransom for him? No. Would not accept that. Not even with a hook. Prisoner of war. Yeah, I get it. It is time for a break from his dev's routine lesson plan. I think it may be a good time to pass along some values of House Taillefer on him. Yeah, I think even if I'm... yeah, I'm going to do this for him. Even if it costs me. Even if it does cost me indeed. Okay, how's the situation with the... I think it's retreating. Beatrice comes of age. Yeah, so now we have the problem. And Fulkine comes of age. Oh yeah, they were twins. Yeah, now we have the problem of her traveling straight through it. But I guess there's nothing else I can do here. Can't just say no. I cannot wait it out, I think. This will automatically be accepted at some point. Let me just try. Count Reinfried. Alright, that is my cousin. C. Of Van. Alright. Oh, they have more land now. Yeah, is fulfilled. And now you do see that she's running straight through it. So we can only hope. There we go. She has managed the first one. Oh, what's up with her? I don't have time for this. Oh, that one would give me actually... Oh. That should be something that he likes, I see. Okay. Okay, I'm going to roll the die on this. This is 1 to 3. This is 4 to 6. It's a 2. So, yeah. It's Elvira, the princess of fashion, and I'm no longer overwhelmed by stress. Fine. Okay. They are friends. That's fine for me as well. And I'm guessing that she... Yeah, okay. Good. The Pope has left the prison. That probably means that, yeah, he is now moving to Benevento. That's where he's going now. That is officially where the Pope is now residing. At least he has the Palace of Arrakis. Ooh, okay. That Erebon, my own friend, is scheming against my vet nurse. Yeah, I guess that happens. You should not do that, Erebon. The only thing I can do is scold people. Can't make them do anything. You are second in line to inherit. Oh yeah, because she is now the countess. I see. Oh yeah, I don't need to sway the mayor anymore, I think. There we go. Yeah. How about having someone new in here? Yeah, he's starting to suffer from old age, but it's not that bad currently. And even if he was infirm, he would still be at 9 prowess right now, so that's fine. It would be so nice, maybe if she had the Hasteluder trade. How do I get people to have the Hasteluder trade? I guess I would need to host a tournament. What is the cheapest tournament that I can host? I don't think any of these here give us any bonuses. Oh, what's happening now? Oh, right. join me in the Aragonese clash against Kingdom of Castile. That's his offensive war, I think. Attacking King Fernando. Oh. Do you have any ties with him currently? Of course. You are my brother-in-law, and he is my brother-in-law. I'm afraid I cannot help you. Very sorry. That probably cost him some fame. Alright. I guess this is over soon. Yeah. Yeah, still at 7, down to 17 development, but it's getting better again. He's done much worse. The Order of Calatrava has been established in Ariano by Pope Alexander. Yeah, okay, he's establishing a new order. I don't even know about that one. King Karel. Okay, we actually have a new king. Karel Hugo's son. But he is the son of Hugues. Okay. So, I guess, is that claim thing still going? No, I don't think so. Right? Alright. There he is, Karel. Okay. It's actually Low Franconian. Which would be Flemish in modern standards. Flemish/Dutch. Oh no. Unia. I guess I'll do the thing. He's like, I guess if he was sadistic, or even if he had the just trait, for example, he would be not that lenient with these things. But instead he's found out that this is just the easiest way to go ahead. Just have people do their thing. There we go. We all know what that's about. Like, probably him. But he's getting into an area that's getting uncomfortable. Am I able to send him into hiding? Seems like I can't. So send gift, also join court, also gift artifact at the court. No, I can't. Probably because I only can do that to well, there he is, King Deacon. He's Herculean, okay. Can only do that to children, I guess, or to brothers and sisters. Oh, he is my brother. Then I don't know. But we know that he did not inherit, indeed. Oh, he is the heir to the Kingdom of Wales. Okay, still. Who is the King of Wales then? What happened? Alright. It's just not created. No. How is he the heir to it then? Game is making no sense. How about her? Spent your money yet? Just a bit. Not enough though. And she is attacking Count Louis of Issoudun in the Berrien claim on the county of Issoudun. Okay. So she is distracted. Significantly approved. Good stuff. Reckless. There you go. Unia. So, concerning our own allies, are they involved in something? No. He is also not involved in something right now. Okay. He has no one really to send to us, just like he does. And then I guess the last one is just... Yeah, okay. He is out of the picture currently. Yeah, they are all not that great. Alias has died. Oh yeah, he was the, died from stress. Okay. Well, he did have a son. And she increased her prowess. She's doing really well. He did have a son, but yeah. These dynasties, look at that, he did get another daughter. Jesus Christ. I guess, how far away from me are they? First cousin once removed. First cousin twice removed. Would that be enough to marry into my family? Oh, what do we have here? Idris. He is a traitor. Boo. What else could I do to help Robert? But yeah, again, like 39% secrecy, and yet we are getting nowhere with this. I don't know what secrecy actually means. What that number is actually worth. Okay. I guess we wait for wars to be over and for her to spend her money. I guess at some point I would still just do it. So that would be the full amount of people I could muster here. And that's not the full amount that she could muster because she can only call Count Raoul of Berry. There we go. Yeah. Is there anything here that would help me with this? No. 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 I guess. By the way, is there something I could do, by the way, with my ladies in waiting? Keep an ear to the ground. Scheme discovery chance. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh. And Unia could be a lady in waiting. And she even would be good at it. But I'm role-playing here, right? So, no. She is not becoming a lady in waiting because that's not the path that she's on. That's not her path to take. But did that help me here? Apparently not. Oh well. Doing everything that I can, I guess, with Ordwin in this position here. Yeah. Oh, that idiot is dead. Good for him. I think that was the one that killed Guilhèm in battle. And then we dueled him for a bit. How's my son doing, Fouquin, by the way? He's actually doing great. Yeah, but Charles is my chancellor, so... maybe I will send him down here, because there's things that he could do for my son. Oh, he's a bit stressed, irritable, and a drunkard. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Courtiers. Does he have... no, he does not have people that are good in diplomacy. Alright. Know what? How about I offer you Fulkin to help you? Oh, she's a regent now. Huh? Oh, that's clever. Look at that. He is in hiding, I guess, and he has chosen Clemencia for his regent. Yeah, that's Taillefer power for you. Greenland exports a lot of walrus ivory to markets throughout Europe, where it is often sold for high prices. Up until now, the ivory carving workshops that make the most use of this ivory have been scattered across many lands, which the entrepreneurial-minded Pope Alexander saw as a great opportunity. Okay. Alexander has developed his capital Benevento into Europe's main center of ivory carving outside of the Nordic seas. Well, it's interesting to do that in Benevent, that's located here. On the other hand, would make sense, because ivory carving, or what you would do, is religious art, of course. That's what you would do with the ivory. But yeah, by the way, Middle Ages. There is no, again, like, concepts are not divided. When you do art, you do something, you do religious art. That's the same thing, synonymous. There's no art outside of religious art in the Middle Ages. That, in the Renaissance, that's where it changes. Or late Middle Ages, if you will. Depending on area, right? So in Italy, that happened earlier. Yeah. I guess that's what he did. And he will have to deal with it. So that is over. No, it is not. Okay. Ha. Nah. If I sent him away from court, that would actually not help at all, I think. Oh, I could release my anger onto someone. Oh, but look at this. Tonight's family gathering as the Great Hall in Angoulême was quiet for once. It gave me time to catch up with my cousin William. As the evening wore on, more and more of the family retired. Though honestly, we barely noticed. We regaled each other with stories. I talked of my plans for Angoulême, and he listened with rapt attention. He told me of the various troubles he had in his marriage. I nodded along and pretended to understand his concerns. Yeah, I guess. That's things we don't really understand. By the time we stopped, both of us realized that everyone else had gone and it was dark. William laughed, apologizing that he'd monopolized so much of my time. But to tell the truth, it felt good to spend such time with a friend. Aww. Good. Right. Still hope I can catch that one because I do not want to lose Robert. Definitely not. If I employ a bodyguard, does that only count for me? Enemy hostile scheme potential minus 10%, but does that count toward me or toward anyone else at my court? There's a great chance to prevent assassination murder schemes. Reduces your risk to die or be captured in battles. Now it says your risk, and here it doesn't say your thing. So it could generally regard people. I don't know. I'm not too sure. No, that's her still. How's the situation in La Marche? Still hasn't changed. Yeah. Oh, Withbour of Wessex has come of age. What about this? There we go. My lady in waiting coming. Okay, she herself is that against my. Yeah. You don't do that. Just don't. And I guess we can put Withbour in that other position here. There you go. Yep. Yeah, do we have... Well, she will not be eligible to be a lady in waiting for much longer. So maybe this would be the time that we... Yeah, maybe do this. He's brave, she's brave. You can be brave together. There you go. Oh, what's this? Countess Clemenza's feast. Sorry. Leave within 26 days. Okay, down there. Yeah. Guess we don't need these things. Or maybe this could be a usual habit of his now to venerate at local shrines. We'll also make sure not to go too deep into the forest. You don't want that. And that's a secure way of getting there. So, yep. There we are. Entered Regency. Yep. Robert, do your thing. Is he still doing what he's supposed to do? Yes. Fill our coffers, please. Although, I mean, we've been doing well with money, right? They're a little more than strangers. Okay. That's fine for me, as long as you don't try to kill each other. She is in Cornwall. Oh! That was not the reason why I sent you Fulki. Aha. I guess maybe he was part of a scheme as well. Yeah, leaves the prison. I'm not sure what he's doing here. And where he is forgiving, he would not kill his own brother, would he? Sometimes the AI does weird things. I'd rather not let it come to this, so I'd rather pay the ransom. A field of Toulouse violets. As our party makes its way through the dense forests of the Duchy of Toulouse, I stumble upon a breathtaking sight. A field of Toulouse violets, their vibrant hues a stark contrast against the deep greens of the surrounding woods, stretches out before you. These flowers, known for their delicate beauty and sweet fragrance, are a prized commodity in the duchy, often used to make perfumes or as gifts to show one's affection. However, they are also quite delicate and can be easily damaged if not handled with utmost care. Your companion Charles looks at you with a questioning gaze, wondering if you should take advantage of this unexpected find. Oh yeah, okay, I can ask him for advice. Oh, and we got some coin. Which I guess we need, because we also need to pay the ransom now. Which I hope will happen soon. Yeah, okay. Oof. There you go. Of travels to come. Journeying through Castel Sarrazin, I pass by a peculiar-looking tent, splayed open with its yet more peculiar-looking occupant inside. Come on in, almighty Count. I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer you a reading of your future travels for a modest price. The strange man has piqued the interest of my entourage, but am I willing to pay for a reading? Okay. I think that would be too extreme. I think he's just not interested. I don't think he's superstitious in that way. Yeah. Would not rely on that kind of information, so he would not be curious about it. Uh-huh. Did just click something else away, and I did not see what it was. Hope it wasn't important. What do you have here? The religious movement known as the Almohadi have sallied forth from their headquarters, intent on reclaiming the Maghreb from the disbelievers by force if necessary. Okay. Their leader, Wali Amgar, was once turned away from numerous places of learning for being too insistent in his dogmatic practices. However, he has now found a strong core of followers and declared himself nothing less than the Mahdi. Okay. That's that guy here. Alright. Oh, yeah. There you go. Now the Almoravids, what's their thing called? Almoravids, yeah. They are getting trouble. That's good. Alright, yeah. I have arrived. Look at who's here! Oton Guilhème! In all of his glory. Dancing. And probably sweating and becoming short-breathed in a second. That's all right. Welcome us all to the feast. I look forward to this. Yeah, right. That is the... Yeah, he's a husband. And there is Godefroy's Taillefer, a Taillefer who would be, I guess... Oh, right, yeah, they do seem to have the equal inheritance. So that's why she would have this first. But then also she has a normal marriage. Doesn't make much sense that way. Okay, we have a reinvigorating friendship. That's nice. Ah, another guy here who's just boring us to pieces. F off, mate. I'm here to watch my cousin dance. Do not what's the word? Detract? No. Distract. Distract me from this. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of vaqueras. See, that's how you do it. That's how you gain my interest. Promised a favor to you? Who's that? That's... Well, inconsequential. Wow, what happened to you? Alright, yeah, he is hunchbacked. Okay. I guess there are good folk to mingle with here. Oh, wow. Blade Master, look at that. 22 prowess. As the feast winds to its inevitable conclusion, there's one event remaining that everyone is expecting, and that's Countess Clemenza's toast to the guest of honor, Mayor Vicence. Yeah, that was unseemly. That idiot should not be deserving of that position. I should have clearly have been the guest of honor here, given my rank. So what do we have here? Oh yeah, he took a wife. Okay. I guess you could do that. I shall depart. Bye-bye. Oh, finally, after years of partying, we can now say that we are actually an eager reveler. I think he is. He has proved that. And there we go. Back home. Nothing new here. Oh, we're caught outside. Yeah, let's rest then. We are not under any stress. We don't have to be home in a timely manner. What's her gold doing? Too much gold still? Why don't you just spend your gold on something? I guess once she is dead, I can't use that claim anymore because she's a woman. And you can only do this if you are pressing the claim against someone who's equally or who equally should not be in that role. Weird way to say it, but that's how the game works. As you traverse the expansive plains of Toulouse, your party encounters a group of Capitoul. Alright, that's the Capitoul guys again. I engage with them in conversation, finding out about what's happening in Toulouse. Oh. That guy here, Alban de Menton, he is asking for a fight. I'm Alban of Rouergue. I have bested dozens of men in combat, and honestly all those fights were dull. So here I am, on this road, looking for someone better than me, someone I can learn from. I could actually do that, right? Oh, he will beat me though, likely. And Rimbaud would not be better. I think in the past I've always done this, right? Whenever someone acted against him or kind of, threatened the Count, he was not fine with it. So yeah, no interest, dude. Swiftly trampled. There you go, mate. There you go. Oh. A delayed. I guess lost our ways in the woods here. Yeah, coming back to this. At some point, I should just do this, right? Berry. 590, 590. Let's say she gets 1,000 guys as mercenaries. So we were 2,000. A game of Basque Pelota, okay? As you and your party make your way through the dense forests of Aquitaine, you suddenly hear the sound of laughter and cheering nearby. Your curiosity is piqued. You decide to investigate. You come across a group of locals playing a lively game of Basque Pelota in the makeshift court in the woods. The players seem to be enjoying themselves, and you can't help but feel drawn to the energetic atmosphere. One of the players, Thierry, notices your interest and calls out to you. Lord, would you like to join us in our game? It would be an honor to have you play with us. Against stress when because I'm ambitious, okay. I guess, yeah, okay, since I'm so good at it, I can join it. Impressive! There you go. Oh. He has died. Yeah. See? And what happened happened. Now that guy is... but why... Oh, that was also through her father. Yeah. Damn it. That was the one... That was one of the alliances I was hoping I could invoke. With Evreux with 600 guys. With Champagne, yeah, they're not doing too well currently. And Carcassone, yeah. I think we don't have the resources to go for La Marche. Even if it looks good on paper. Like I said, she can use that gold of hers. Down to... If it gets down to 100 or something, then I would be considering this. I mean, could look for new alliances. Have the Princess of Fashion. Oh no, that's Fine Spouse is the option I want to take. The Prince of Poland, who is the heir to a kingdom. That's really far away. Yeah, still don't want to mingle with the Irish. That's not very historic. They're very much doing their own thing all the time. Mansfeld, no. No. I mean, yeah, this would be seen as undignified. They do have men, right? Anyone else here? I guess... No, she's now staying with her son. That's fine. That is fine. So I guess the whole trying to take over La Marche thing fizzles down, boils down to nothing in the end. Oh well, we tried. At least we tried. How's he doing? Still drunk, still irritable. Alright. In hiding, actually. Oh yeah, he's rivals with someone. Okay. Okay, we have a dynasty legacy. Yeah, that... that one makes pilgrimages cheaper. Or do we finally go in this direction here? And respect diplomacy, lifestyle experience, assertive rulers. Yeah, this sounds like us, right? Let's do it. We have a renowned name. Yeah, I mean, if I go for a new accolade now, then they will be overruled anyway, right? Once we switch to Raymond Berenguer. So, guess I don't really need to look for a new accolade right now. Could wait until he comes around. Yeah. So here we go. I guess I'll just fast forward a little. How is he health-wise? Still in fine health. Oh yeah, because of his toothbrushing. Yeah, that's definitely the reason why. First in line. Oh, would you look at that? Died of internal injuries. Now this is becoming interesting. Now we're going somewhere with this. I could try to murder her, yeah. Do I want that? That would mean I have another county, and that would mean that Fulkin here would have his own county. Interesting. Tensions between two of my family members has exploded into hatred. No doubt they will expect me to pick a side. There we have Geoffrey, who is now the Bishop of Saumur. Okay, Saumur. That's fine. That's actually good for him. And Beatrice. Now, They, of course, become rivals, as you would. Which side am I picking? I don't know. Wait. I guess in the end, I just go with my daughter. There you go. Don't know why I was... yeah, why I should make that choice there. Oh, he's down to 601. Ah, he's not having his position back, sadly. An accusation of ravishment. Sifting through the papers before him, my steward Austor nods with interest and turns to me. I would not typically bring you petty conjugal disputes, but this one might be worth your notice, as it involves Bernardon. Okay. That's him. That's our good old Bernardon here. Harmless Bernardon. He was able to survive in the court of snakes by just being invisible. He just kept to himself, kept brewing his beer, and that's pretty much like everything that he does. He is not partaking in any of the games. Good for him. What is the issue, I inquire? According to the claim, Bernardon has committed the heinous offense of abducting and carnally assaulting a woman, the wife of the petitioner. Bernard, are we talking about the same person? Are we talking about craven, humble, patient, poor health Bernardon? Are you sure about this? Okay. Hear the matter, leave it to the... Oh, I will hear the matter. Okay, now I'm intrigued. A most just lord, begins the claimant. I am a humble, that's him. Aha, vengeful, cynical, and lustful. Okay. This snake... that's funny. Calling him a snake, since we just said he is the one guy at court that's basically doing nothing. This snake, pointing his gaze at Bernardon, started coming round to buy pies, he harumphs, when truly he was making sweet eyes all along at my wife Arnaud. Okay. There she is. I guess she's pretty. A month ago he provoked my wife to leave me, her lawful husband, and yield to his corrupt desires, and I'm sure he also stole goods, the value of 2 gold pieces. Oh! I thus accuse Bernardon of the trespass of ravishment and plead for my wife's return to me, plus the 2 golds, doubled as compensation. Would you... Yeah, F off, mate. I guess... I'll just say, okay. Yeah, I really don't like that guy, and I like Bernardon, and I don't believe that he would have done anything... anything bad. I could, if I was in headcanon, I think, I could even imagine it was the other way around. That guy here is a dick. You can see it. And the way he comes across is... He's probably projecting, right? I guess he was the one who was assaulting his own wife and so on. And maybe Bernardon, good, humble... Craven, patient Bernardon was like finally finding some of his balls and rescuing her from that man. That's the thing that I will go with. So she will stay. Yep. Okay. I guess she's here now. Guess there's nothing much I can do with her. Not in that position anyway. She's also not Bernardon's lover, right, or anything. So, again, that didn't happen the way that idiot here said it would. Oh, he is actually on my lands. Can I kind of, like, throw him out? I can challenge him to a fight. There you go. You have accused one of my loyal men, and of course, he chickens out. Murder schemes. Nah, that's won't go that far. But, okay. So, coming back to this again. There is Fulkeen. If I go through with a murder scheme on Lesseline. I would be the Count of Ö. I'm not great at having so many holdings. Let me just check what happens if I ask my wife to help me. Then I would be able to have it, okay. I guess there is a part of him, his ambition, right? His cold ambition that would lead him to get here. The ability to make sure that his son is also inheriting land. Yeah, that's causing him a lot of stress, I see, I know. Not something he would do in many other circumstances, but in this case he will. Ooh! And we are at the 2-hour mark. Should I leave you hanging here? I guess I will. We will conduct the murder of Countess Lesseline next time. So, until then, cheers, bye-bye.